Well, by Mamelodi Sundowns' sky-high standards, it's been a slightly less than ideal start to the season, but they're nevertheless operating in familiar territory near the top of the DStv Premiership standings and eyeing a return to the summit as buoyant Lamontville Golden Arrows roll into the capital. Well, the sea of yellow have turned out in their droves once again, as we bid you a warm welcome from Pretoria. It's a lovely spring evening in the capital. Sundowns keep the pressure on, and Mbule, Kulise, Charlie, Mbule. This is Zwane, caressed into the path of Mudau, and Shalulile arriving, thwarted at the near post by Gumede.
That's the earlier ball that Mudau played. You could see also it took a bounce just in front of him, but Gumede there being unable as well to hold on to the ball. Look at that bounce that it took.
It's a good ball down the flank, cut back, and lined up. Straight to Ronwen Williams. He makes a routine save from Ndwandwe.
Yeah, good play, passage of play from Golden Arrows. Good ball they played by Sibiya. And Ndwandwe with his wicker foot, but what he did was just to try and hit the target.
Finds Mudau in space. Zwane can't get the better of Pulemori. Once again, Arrows insist on playing out from the back, and Mudau with another opportunity to launch it. Allende now, wide.
I think from a Golden Arrows standpoint of view, I think they want to play out because that's the pressing zone that they want to bypass from Mamelodi Sundowns. You know, good ball there played from Mudau. Allende there, I thought he was going to put it on his left and trying to hit it on his left, and then he's trying to bring it to his right. I think that's where he made the angle a little bit more awkward for himself.
Peter Shalulile is being tracked here by Nklani. Shalulile gets away from him, fouled by Gumede, surely a penalty, and it will be.
Unfortunately for Gumede, you could see because the ball was lurking there. You thought that probably he can come out and be able to grab the ball, but clever there from Peter Shalulile. But the strength that he used for Ngagi, not to be able to intercept the ball or just to try and poke it out of position, but
unlucky to see that come off his knee and back into the path of Shalulile.
Yeah.
And Namibian showed great feet to coax Gumede into fouling him, basically. As he looks to make it half a dozen for the season. Peter Shalulile, easy as you like. Well, he blew everyone out of the water in the past term in front of goal, and he's looking to set once again an unassailable mark. And now in behind for Shalulile, who's onside. He left the ball behind, still Shalulile, setting it up for Zwane.
Good pass there for Mbule. Zwane there. Defenders as well. Lunga making it difficult for Zwane to try and hit the target.
Here's Modi. Pulemori's ball in! And it's gone all the way in. His rich vein of scoring form continues. Well, if indeed there was no touch, that's then 3 in 3 for Pulemori.
Look at that ball. And also with the bodies in front of him, I think Ndwandwe also disturbed him. And I think that's a great goal for Golden Arrows. Back the game now, it's equalized.
Sundowns looking to instantly restore their advantage. It's worked out to Allende. Inopportune slip there from Dlamini, and a save by Gumede. Themba Zwane dancing past a couple of opponents and getting a shot in on goal. Mudau has it again. His last decision from the flank was brilliant. This time he's played in. Zwane cuts it back. Oh! And it's gone in. The Lamontville Golden Arrows can't deal with the Mamelodi Sundowns pressure. Masandawana got in behind. And when the ball was played back into a danger area, there was pandemonium in the 18-yard area. Sundowns lead restored. Direct to Shalolile via his head to Safedra, who somehow has got past Zuke. Shalolile is onside. Peter Shalolile, unselfish play. But he would have backed the Namibian to score even from there.
Knowing Peter get into those situations, always look for somebody in a better position.
Arrows came into this encounter on the back of 2 straight wins, and certainly indicating that life under the co-coaches Vilakazi and Kenyeza appears to be quite pleasant. They don't move out of the bottom half after today's defeats. Mamelodi Sundowns, meanwhile, having occupied top spots prior to this weekend, move back to the summit, having briefly been usurped by Orlando Pirates, and it's where the champions feel they belong as they seek to build a bit of momentum. Back-to-back victories for Mamelodi Sundowns, both by just a single goal margin, and they had to fight hard to keep a dogged Lamontville Golden Arrows at bay here at the Tuks Stadium. Well, Mamelodi Sundowns, their unbeaten streak against Arrows at home extends to 13 games as they edge them 2-1 in the capital.
Coach, another difficult test, another one where you just had to really dig deep, find a way to win. Did you feel you did that well today?
Yeah, well, first is compliments to both teams. I think they gave it a very good goal. Compliments to our players because they dug deep and they gave a lot of effort, a lot of commitment. We want to be a difficult team to play against, and the harder it is, the better for us.
Just before the team scored that second goal, which turned out to be the winner, you guys were preparing 3 subs. What was the thinking behind those particular subs?
Well, the game informed us of what we had to do. We struggled a little bit with retaining a bit of possession. And because of that, and it was mainly because of the structure. And so we wanted to bring in Neo to consolidate, Debza to consolidate, to have better structure in possession. And then when you have better structure, you have better possibilities to retain possession. And then you have better possibilities also to counter press and stop the counter-attacks, because the front three was starting to cheat a bit more. So, but yeah, good compliments to the team. Once again, compliments to the players. A very difficult team to beat this. The last 3 games have shown you. And compliments to the coaching staff, compliments to the fans. Congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns.
With how difficult these games are proving to be, do you feel that the playing group is starting to find ways to just trust themselves and as well also get better at dealing with these challenges?
Well, I don't know. I don't know where the doubt comes from. I hear a lot of people are doubting this team, and I don't know where the doubt comes from, to be honest. We trust them, and they know that. They trust themselves, and we know that. And this is the same team that's only lost, how many games is it now? 7? Because it was 6 games in the last 2 years or so. So I don't know where the doubt comes from. So we keep going.
All the best next week.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Coach Rulani Mokoena, a reminder to all of you watching at home, wherever you may be, and he says he does not know where the doubts come from, are just about how good this team can be. Now, alongside Coach Vilakazi. Coach, Arrows certainly contributed a whole lot to the spectacle, a great game of football. Where did you feel you lost it?
I think we gave it a good fight. Obviously, we wanted to stick to the structure, make it very difficult for them to penetrate us and stuff like that. And I think we've managed to do it better, but we've lost concentration in crucial areas. A penalty, we gave away a penalty which was just unnecessary. If the keeper has just stepped forward, it could have been avoided. But it's water under the bridge, and also an own goal from us, I think. But we fought because we knew very well that they have an appetite of finding the spaces just behind us, and we didn't want to give them that space. Try by all means to frustrate them with a defensive structure that was proper. But also we knew that we will get chances in terms of going forward, but we still needed to be clinical in front of goals, but it was just not meant to be. But I'm happy with the fight, the effort from the players. We fought from the word go till the end.
The attacking areas are starting to look much better from Golden Arrows. Today, the final entry, the final entry into the final third, it was there. We saw lots of good work in that regard. Do you feel that's something that still needs to be worked on?
Yes, it is something that we are working on. Obviously, it's work in progress. It's not something that can happen overnight, but we are making sure that we perfect our attacking third and try to be clinical in front of goals as much as we can. But unfortunately, we only scored one today, but we created a lot of chances. I think those are positive. We'll take the positive and try to pay attention in the areas that need our attention in terms of fixing defensively. Conceding 2 goals is just uncalled for, but we will try and work on it and go into our next game and try to be better.
Very quickly, you speak about the 1 goal you scored by Pulemudi, who's starting to look like his old self again. How important is he to the cause?
He's got 3 goals now. I think he's slowly coming back. He's still not one of the best Pule, the one that we know, but obviously he's human being. I did mention that before, that he was bound to crack in terms of what he was thinking in the beginning of the season. But he looks sharp now. He's scoring goals for us, but we're still yet to see the best of Pule, but he's doing very well. We are happy with his performance.
All the best next week.
Thank you so much, sir.